Hi guys, and welcome to the JKT Radio Podcast, episode 55. I want to start off with a Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Woo!
Wow, there goes my voice.
We made it! And I am your hostess. Oh.
I was just gonna say, I would like to point out that high-pitched noise was Devin.
Yep, that was me for some reason.
Of course it was.
Ask me why? I don't know why.
We don't care. We'll break eardrums all left, right, and center. It's what we're good at.
Continuing on.
But I'm your hostess with the mostest. I am Kira, and I'm going to be everyone's favorite type of bean, the green bean. I'm joined by my other best beans, but not as good as the bestest bean. McBride.
I had these last night. I'm going to say black beans.
Black beans. And Chris.
Cocoa bean.
Ooh.
Technically a bean, but not.
It
And
counts.
Devin.
Oh, yes, and me. I'm a fava bean with a nice Chianti.
What the fuck is that?
Yes. Silence of the
Yeah.
Lambs.
I had to.
I
I'm
don't know what
sorry.
you're referencing.
That's a Silence of the Lambs reference. He ate the person.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
We actually had that as a quote for What's in a Line at one point.
We did.
Listen, I don't have a memory and my brain is hurt.
Yeah. Alright, so, Happy New Year. As we said, this is the year that hopefully will not be as shit as the last.
It is
And
the
I've,
year of the
I've,
cow.
Year of cow, year of cow, year of cow,
Please
year
be
of
gentle,
cow.
cow.
Alright, and I know that we have two people that don't know, I don't know what the hell they're on about, but I've been
Dad.
prepared for I'm just gonna space out in the
So-
corner probably.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
no,
figure out what's going on here.
So, I look up I'm on Twitter this morning, and I see what is, I guess, referred to as the main character, is the first thing you see on the trending page, is Bean Dad. And like anyone would in my scenario, I'd be like,
What the fuck
what
is
the
that?
fuck is this? Because then I start seeing everybody like joke about Bean Dad, and I'm like, cool, but what the fuck is Bean Dad? So there's this guy on Twitter who went on a very long post, like at least 13 or 14
Yeah.
posts, telling this story about how he was doing a jigsaw puzzle, and his daughter,
Who is 9.
who is 9,
And he makes this very clear. He even uses spelling it out and putting it in brackets. So you
to
know
show
it's clear.
to show how smart this man is. She says, "I'm hungry," and he goes, "Okay." She goes, "I want beans,"
Or
He goes,
something like- well,
or
yeah.
something like that. It's like the topic of beans comes up because she wants to eat something, and he just goes, "Okay, make yourself some beans," and she goes, "Okay," and again, a 9-year-old. So she grabs grabs a can of beans. She goes, "Okay, I need to open this." And she goes, "Okay," grab the can opener.
Bless you.
Jesus, scared the
I'm sorry.
shit out of me there. And he then proceeds, when she asks how to get the beans out using the can opener, he proceeds to go on this long ass fucking rant.
Not even a rant.
Not
like-
even a rant. It's
like,
basically just
he's like
like
telling a story like, look at how smart I am, give me clout.
he's basically telling his daughter everything she needs to know,
Except how to open it.
except how to fucking use the can opener. He's like, cool, you know what this gear mechanism attaches to this, and blah 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 blah. And he proceeds to just go on this fucking long ass thing about how the can opener works, what it was made for, who it was made by. Doesn't
6
fucking
hours.
and apparently this goes on for 6 hours because she like gives up after a while because he will for some reason just not fucking show her how it actually works.
And,
He's
like,
no,
he
you
won't
must
let her
figure it out.
It's also like she's like, well, fine, I don't even want beans anyways. And so what he does is like, well, nobody in this house is eating anything until you get into that can of beans. So for 6 hours, this 9-year-old child who does not know how to open or use a can opener goes hungry before she finally figures it out because he's an asshole who wouldn't step away from his jigsaw puzzle.
Yep. And he boasts this like thing, basically expecting like, and you can tell he's just expecting this like, oh, you know, what wonderful, unique parenting, and people are just tearing him apart.
People are just like, this is abuse?
This is horrible. What the fuck are you doing, man? And it's just, God, it was a interesting start to the day. Let me just say that.
I have some questions for this.
Yes.
Why are you 9 years old and don't know how to use a fucking can
Because
opener?
he never showed her.
He never shows her.
Point in case. Why do you have a 9-year-old child and you've never shown her how to use a fucking can opener?
Exactly.
It goes squish and the gear turns.
It must be
It's
one
a
very,
very-
long and intricate jigsaw puzzle. Because, like, Jesus Christ.
It's like, I will also question, like, unless it was, like, some really weird-looking can opener, they're pretty self-explanatory.
Not if you've never, like, used one before, though. Like, and apparently he says that she's, like, not all that, what is it, like, not that good with spatial things and stuff like that.
Spatial awareness.
Yeah, like, figuring out things like that kind of thing.
So, but unless it was, like, an old-school one where you have to, like, literally jab it in and...
Yeah.
No,
That's
you
what-
said
that's-
gears.
No,
You
that's-
said
that's
gears,
what
so
it
that means
sounds
it's...
like he was describing it.
Yeah, it
as.
sounds like he was describing a fairly standard can opener.
Squish the can opener and just turn it.
But, like...
Either way, it doesn't justify
No,
it.
either way, I'm just like...
It doesn't justify it. I'm questioning more the fact of why you have never taught your daughter how to use a can opener before.
I think...
And you're using this to teach her,
Like,
but failing.
I don't know... All I think is becoming more and more clear is that this guy is just an absolutely terrible father.
Oh, he's also a terrible person, apparently, if you look at everything else, apparently, about him.
Oh, great.
Racist and everything.
Oh, great. It
That's
always comes
fun.
in. It always comes in like threes. Oh no! Chris is just showing me a thing from him on Twitter. Just I don't even know the context.
You
for
know,
all
that
of-
was sent to the group.
No, there's a
Oh.
different. That's
Different
but
one?
There's one that just says it's just him saying Jews ruin everybody's fun, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh dear.
Ah.
We're oh. There's just so much to unpack here. The thing is,
you're gonna fall off the chair.
I'm also really looking forward to, like, in 20 years from now, him going on Twitter is like, so, like, my daughter doesn't talk to me anymore. I wonder why this is.
I'm waiting for
Yeah.
for the daughter to come back when he's like unable to care for himself and like make him learn to do something instead.
Yes! Oh, some, like, new technology that comes up in the next 20 years
like,
that he
how
doesn't
do
know
I
how
do
to
this?
use.
It's like, well, when your brain don't work, trust your hands.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, oh, it's just...
The poor girl. I hope she gets out of there.
I hope she does, because I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's just
Where's the
fucking
mother?
worst.
Where's the mother
Where
in all
is-
this?
I don't know. I have legitimately no idea. I've never, because I don't know who this guy is, so I'm just like,
Oh my god, I thought you were talking about how his whole conversation with the jigsaw people. No, he's actually doing a jigsaw puzzle. What
Yep.
the fuck?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's fucked.
it's so fucked. But my god, the memes that are coming out of it on Twitter are just straight fire.
Oh, apparently Bean Dad sings the My Brother, and Me" song.
I don't know what this means.
I know what the my brother and mother.
I know.
I do.
I know, that's why I was.
Explain.
It's a podcast or something like that?
Yeah, Mabim Bam. With the McElroy brothers. They did the Adventure Zone podcast.
Yeah.
D&D podcast. They also weaseled their way into Trolls 2 by talking about it so much that they actually got parts in it.
That's
Oh
nice.
my god.
They all have young daughters that are around the age that would be watching it, so they managed to do it. They all got very small roles, but still, it's hilarious.
That's still great. But yeah, he apparently sang that song.
Wait, so he was the original person who sang that song?
The song My Brother for that group or something like that.
I don't think, but my problem is, I don't think My Brother and Me has lyrics to their. I don't think they have a song.
I don't know.
And if they did, why did their dad not do it, who is a radio producer? Or not a radio producer, he's a radio show host. Or used to be.
Huh.
Yeah, Clint McElroy.
I don't know. That was literally just a comment that I found. That part could be wrong.
Interesting. Anyway.
Okay. Concern and confusion.
Yeah, concern and confusion.
This is there's just a tweet that is "Who is Bean Dad?" followed by "Fuck Bean Dad," which I think is just like the mood for anybody today.
That's this morning in a nutshell. So yeah, that was that.
Interesting.
How was your guys' Christmas and New Year?
Well, we were part of that New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
You were
played
with-
Among
well-
Us and Jackbox.
yes.
Yeah.
You were with me, or
I was
on
there.
call with me, like 90% of the night.
Yep.
How was your New Year? We played Jackbox from 7 p.m. until 1 in the morning. What do you mean, how was it? You were there. Don't quote the old texts to me.
I was there when it was written. Oh boy.
I will say though, the beginning of that, before I started the call, is how this happened. For out of context, New Year's Eve, I'm like, I want to do something. I'm not allowed to go outside. I'll just put into a chat and get as many people as I can to come play video games with us. I wanted to play Among Us. My brother, who I told my plans to, because I take him with me on New Year's Eve usually. He's like, oh, can we also play? Yeah, he gets to come no matter what. He asked to play Jackbox, and I was like, okay, that's a good party game. Throw it in the chat, and I get some yeses and some no answers. And I say I'll start at 7. I walk away. Like, I leave the computer at this point.
Yeah.
Because I had also just walked in the house. I was at the liquor store lineup
Oh boy.
for half an hour.
Oh.
Just trying to get into the liquor store.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's like literally standing outside. Because I got off work, got to the mall near my house, looked at, like, I could see the lineup for the liquor store out the bus window, and I'm like, that goes all the way to the bank. That's like 7 stores.
Jesus.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
It was
they put the
technically only,
regulations
like-
on there that all liquor stores close at like 8.
Yeah, all liquor stores, all restaurants have to stop serving liquor at 8.
Yep.
No liquor after 8 anywhere. And there was actually a sign when I finally got to the door saying, 7:45, we are no longer letting people in the store.
Oh dear.
I was like, oh, people are going to be so pissed. Yeah, 15 minutes, you just need to start clearing out the store, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I finally got in, because I had gotten a text while I was at work still going, we forgot to get champagne.
Oh no.
I was like, my plans for when I got off work were get off work, buy a case of Coke, go home.
Not
Grocery
anymore.
store, I wore. This is like, no. Grocery store, I walked in, I grabbed my case, went through self-checkout. I never stopped. I just kept walking. There was no need to stop. There were people in the grocery store buying giant party supplies, and I questioned it.
That was concerning.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, because people are dumb.
People are
It's
extremely dumb.
2021. There's no pandemic anymore.
Exactly. That's so 2020. God.
I mean, guys, hindsight really is 2020 now.
Yeah, a new year happens. That means all the problems we had last year have
Acknowledge
just
my
gone away.
pun.
Yes.
I did, and I hate
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Oh God.
Yeah, but it was still, like, it was a no-stopping journey. I just kind of walked.
Yeah.
Except for that one moment I stopped to actually question, where is the soda in this store?
Yep, that makes sense.
I've never bought soda in this store before. I don't know where it is.
Just kind of like that Gandalf meme where you walk in, there's the 3 doors. I have no memory of this place.
And then you find it by smell.
Yeah.
Okay, that was an escalator.
The soda smells less foul down here.
Wait,
I only
totally
did that
forgot
once,
about
it was the
Kira's
escalator.
the smell sense.
Yes, the smell sense.
Her nat 20 on her smell check.
It's like in The Last of Us where you can detect people through like echolocation,
But she just detects people by soda.
but you just instead of just like that, you just hear this really like loud.
I smell
I
soda.
would like to roll a smell check. I've never done that for a person. I've only done that for an escalator and an elevator.
That's good.
and once Cheetos.
Oh, I thought you meant in D&D, and I'm like, I can distinctly remember you using this for Thurier many times.
Yep.
No, I was talking about physically, Kira.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I left because I sat down, I sent the message, back on track to the story.
Right.
Leave the computer. And I'm in the kitchen because I'm like, oh, dinner was made. It's getting my dinner. Got my fajitas. And then it kind of dawned, your fajitas, and dawned on me, I'm like, do I have liquor for tonight? What do I even have? What am I drinking? What are we doing? So I come back in here and I have my plate of fajitas. And I go into the bedroom. Me and my brother have a liquor storage, because if we leave it out in the kitchen, people will drink it. So I open the door and I haven't looked at our liquor collection in a very long time. I'm like, let's see, we have rum, about 7 bottles of vodka.
Oh, God.
A bunch of liqueurs. I don't even know what that is. Tequila.
No.
The Danger Water. Skyrim's Water of Life.
Oh.
And I was like, no, that's a different thing. We drank the skooma. It was actually really good.
Right.
The Water of Life is a Nordic drink, and I think it, like, revives you completely or something.
I don't think I ever got that one. I just realized I forgot to start a timer, so that's fun.
It's fine. We'll figure it out. And I kind of I'm staring at the floor going, well, I guess we're making daiquiris, and then I'm drinking rum and coke. And I said this out loud, and my brother's just kind of staring at me going, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, that was New Year's before I joined the Call of Games. That's what I did, Devin.
Search for
Also, I lost my job.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you'll get it back.
Maybe.
Probably. Let's be real here.
I mean, yeah.
No.
They seem to.
They seem to like you.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to be a full hire is the problem.
Oh.
Because of union rules.
Oh, fucking union rules.
Union rules says that all new hires have to work evenings. And I can't do that.
Ugh.
At that point, are you really a new hire, though?
Yeah, it's because contract workers don't count.
No.
It doesn't count as hours worked, even though I know 90% of every job there.
Jesus Christ.
That is something spectacular, I think.
Devin, I walked in last year when I first got hired. A week later, someone thought I was just an employee that had started years ago and was just moved to daytime shift. They thought I was already an employee for years.
Wow.
1 week. Skills.
Oh, Jesus.
Skills and confidence. Now, speaking of confidence and skills, a while back, the season finale of the Mandalorian
You're
aired.
actually bringing it up. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Go. I know you guys are gonna go off on it. Do
Alright,
it.
Kira, time for you and I just take a step back.
Yep.
So,
All right, Devin.
Skook Skywalker.
Right? What
By the time
fuck?
this goes out, it should be long enough for no spoilers.
Oh yeah,
fine.
absolutely.
You know
The
what?
tree is moving.
the funny
Hey, can
thing
you grab the
is-
cat, babe, real quick? The tree is moving.
Oh, Jesus, where is? I can't even see the cat.
I don't know. All I saw was the tree moving.
There, that should be enough. I just sprayed blindly into the tree, so it should be fine. So it's honestly kind of funny. Like, there's enough time has passed since the season finale of The Mandalorian that I have less thoughts about The Mandalorian and more thoughts about Wonder Woman 1984. But I will talk
Has
about
that
The
come out yet?
Mandalorian. It came out on Christmas, and I rented it.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
It sure is.
Oh,
It's
no.
certainly a movie.
But talk about the Mandalorian.
I should talk about Mandalorian because yeah. I don't even. Where do we start? Like,
God, I don't even know. There's so much to
Actually,
unpack
I-
with that.
I have a question actually
Yes.
Yes.
about the Mandalorian
You
because because Dad watches it while I'm cooking a lot of the time.
Ah.
So I saw the final end scene after
Okay.
the main credits
Oh, the Boba
of the last
Fett bit?
episode.
Yes.
Not the Boba Fett bit, the part where I turned around and go, "Isn't that Jabba's throne?"
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you
And
know
I
that?
just
Why do you know
stare-
this?
I know more Star Wars and Lord of the Rings knowledge than I should.
I mean, this is true.
And unlike Lord of the Rings, I have watched all of Star Wars.
You have?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
That's why I think when me and Jason were dating, we went to go see. I don't think I've watched the newest movie or the TV shows.
Right.
Honestly speaking,
But-
that's the disappointing part is that the TV shows and the newest movie are probably the best part of the Star Wars trilogy, and I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah. Honestly,
That's
I
fair.
kind of agree.
Yeah.
There's
the
a reason
the
I
Clone
was
Wars
able-
series is so much better.
Yeah.
I've
it's
heard
much
good
better
things,
than
and that's
everything
tempting.
else.
Pretty much.
Hour and a half long rant about how Star Wars is a bad franchise. That movie we just saw, which was the one where they introduced Rey,
Oh, Force
Okay.
Awakens?
Force
The
Awakens.
first-
Yeah.
yeah.
was a terrible movie that is just a knockoff of the first trilogy and the second trilogy for an hour and a half without touching on the same points, and nobody could find a fault in my argument.
I mean, you're
I've watched
right.
those movies. Hour and a half.
Oh, God.
But yeah, that's my question. Wasn't that Jabba's throne?
Yeah.
yes.
Boba Fett is now
My-
Jabba the Hutt.
He's dead now. He's been dead
My
for a
other
while.
question is, well, yeah, my other question was, because he's not really Boba Fett. He's like the clone of Boba Fett, right?
No,
Well-
he is Boba Fett.
He's
Yeah, he
Boba
is.
Fett-
no, he's not. He's not the Boba.
Yes, he is.
Well, okay,
Yeah, he
so it's
is.
kind of complicated. Because in the original trilogy, Boba Fett was just a fucking random dude in some really
Yep.
dope-looking armor, and then it looked like he died, and everybody was like, oh, but he had cool armor, so let's carry this character
He's
in
the best
fandom.
character in the.
Yeah.
He does. Like, let me say, he does until this season of The Mandalorian. Boba Fett has literally done fuck all.
it reminds me of that Sailor Moon meme.
It's the Sailor Moon meme where it's like Boba Fett's been just a big part of the fandom, and it's like, cool. What has he actually done? He's literally stood around and died. That is all he has
Yeah.
done. And
Yeah.
so that's the original trilogy. So you flash forward/backwards to the prequel trilogy, and then there's this whole backstory where you got Boba Fett's father, who's a Mandalorian, and they use his
Rango, I think.
Django.
Oh my
said
god!
Rango.
You said Rango. The
Am I
little
wrong?
Johnny
But I
Depp
love it.
lizard is a bounty hunter.
That was a lizard.
Wait,
Oh.
what's his actual name?
I'm
Django
down for
Fett.
lizards.
Oh, that was
Django.
close.
You were so close.
Oh,
my
but
God.
Rango though.
Rango Fett. Johnny Depp is the Mandalorian.
I was so close. I got the angle
Oh,
part.
They
that
come
would've been
across
so
as
much
the
better. Literally one letter.
Mandalorian. He takes off his helmet. It's just Jack Sparrow.
But lizard.
So
McBride, if it's possible, I need some Photoshop skills.
oh my
So-
god! I'll get to work on it.
So
Thank you.
they introduced Jango Fett, who's Boba's dad in the prequels, and he's this like
Yes.
bounty hunter, and he's got the same armor and everything. And then you find out that they basically, since he's such a badass, cool person, and he's like a really good warrior and stuff, they've taken his like blood, or they've taken a sample of his DNA and used him to create the clone army, which eventually turns into the Empire, which eventually turns into the First Order. But
Yeah.
that's not really important. So basically, all the clones are just copies of Jango Fett, but then Jango Fett decides, I want one unaltered clone for myself, basically a son. So his son is technically just a child copy of Jango Fett. And then Jango Fett goes out like a bitch. Literally, like, Samuel L. Jackson cuts off his head, and it's like, oh, okay, that's it for him? Okay. And then you see the kid pick up the helmet, and then they deal a little bit with him in, like, the Clone Wars cartoon, where he's still a kid learning to be a bounty hunter and everything. So
Yeah.
then flash forward to, and he's like, okay, then you watch the original trilogy, and he's still this dude that stands there and dies. And it's just like, oh, cool, it's still not very impressive at all. So flash forward now to
All
The
right.
Mandalorian, where they
That's
finally,
hilariously convoluted.
It's
Everything in Star Wars is hilariously convoluted.
Yes.
Half the Sith
Yes, I
die
know.
and then come back because of spite.
Literally, all the bad guys die and then come back later
Out
for
of spite.
Spite. Now, my other question about that
This is why I would be a
weren't
Sith Lord.
Sith Lords. I would just make an army of those ferrets that repel the Force. Not you, Dumont.
Ferrets?
There is an actual canon creature that is native to Yoda's home planet that's essentially a ferret-like creature that they naturally repel the Force.
Oh, okay. If he's from Yoda's home planet, that's probably not canon anymore because that's probably from like before Disney bought it.
And Disney
Because
It
we
is
don't know
before
what
Disney
Yoda's
bought
home
it.
planet is
Anymore.
anymore.
It was, I think, yeah, fucking. But my other question was, when Boba and the lady Fox, whatever her name is.
Oh, you mean Mulan?
Mulan.
Lady woman.
Mulan.
Weren't they gonna go back to take back the original Mandalorian planet?
Mandalore?
They were going
No.
to take back Mandalore.
Well, I don't
But
think
they're
they
now-
were, because Boba doesn't really give a shit about Mandalore, but all the other Mandalorians do. So I think that's what the next season's going to be, is them taking back
Thought
Mandalore.
that's what it was. My is like, is that scene like that they did it? That Jabba's planet that he had ruled was the original Mandalore?
Oh no, that wasn't.
No,
Isn't that
no.
Tatooine?
That's
So-
Tatooine.
Yeah, so there is like a group of Mandalorians that want to retake Mandalore, and that's who the Mandalorian worked with to get the ship and all that jazz
Yeah.
to like help them
Okay.
to be able to get Mandalore back. But no, he like Boba Fett's just fucking like on his own doing his own shit, kind of just like, oh hey,
Being a
Boba or
badass.
fucking Jabba was kind of a dickhead. Let's go take his place.
Replace it with another dickhead. Yeah, that was my question from what I understood from watching it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, watching maybe a total of 20 minutes for the entire third season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That makes sense.
Now, do you guys want to talk
Alright.
about 1984?
Oh my god, can we? Can I? I have thoughts.
It's been what, a week?
A little bit more than a week.
A
Yeah.
little over the week. I haven't seen it, so
We should push
I
it till
won't go.
next
I
week.
won't go into spoilers. All I will say.
I don't think you can
Yeah.
do spoilers yet.
I won't go into spoilers. Oh, it's like I know there's a lot of people who are like tearing apart. I will say it's not god awful bad.
It's good, but it's not as good as the first one.
It's not as good as the first one, and they make some choices
Yeah, they do.
that are unnecessary.
And a little concerning.
They're very concerning when you actually think about it. That, and there's also some really like unnecessarily dated stereotypes when they go to Egypt. Like the way they show all of the like Egyptian people, I'm like, oh wow, are we back in like an 80s movie?
Well, I mean,
It's kind of
mean-
basically trying to be like an 80s movie, but it's like, cool, we didn't need to bring the racism back with us.
my biggest my biggest flaw with it is like, and again, no spoilers or anything, but it's very predictable.
Yeah, it's
The
like,
first movie,
oh,
I found
yeah.
that the whole ending part was not that predictable, whereas this one is rather
You see every plot twist coming from like a mile away.
from like hours away.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's still good. It's just predictable, which is kind of disappointing.
Yeah. And again, without going into too much detail, I am also kind of impressed with the fact that, because again, we know that they bring Chris Pine back. He somehow manages to be both incredibly important and super unimportant at the same time. He contributes everything and nothing at the same time. It's kind of fascinating.
He is what women have been in movies for years.
Yeah.
Where they fridge them and then they make them the character motivation.
Yep. Pretty much.
That sounds hilariously deliberate and takes some skills for a man to step down to that role.
Well, I actually have quite a bit of respect for Chris Pine that has not been ruined yet. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Anytime I have respect for any kind of actor in movies, it tends to go poorly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting. But who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I will say Pedro Pascal is very good in it though.
Oh,
Yes.
that's the yeah.
The bad guy, yeah, Pedro Pascal.
No,
I
the
think
bad
can
guy.
do
He's
the-
just the movie guy, the one on the TV.
He's totally the bad guy though.
Remember the whole thing about no spoilers?
He's a bad guy in the trailer. It's not exactly a spoiler that he's the
I've
bad
never
guy.
seen the trailer, so I don't
Oh.
fucking know. I'm just trying to cover our asses.
This is true.
I will say, Devin, you do need to be a little more careful.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about it.
But those thoughts can wait until.
Those thoughts can wait until later.
Are we? How close are we to the wolf
Probably
line?
next week.
Yeah, I would say I would give it another week or two because it came out on a Christmas day, so it's
Yeah.
going to delay people seeing it.
Yeah. Also,
And the fact that no movies in theaters are really affecting spoiler times.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, true.
Are we at what's line now, or do we have a little bit longer still?
You gotta stop asking that. I can't segue when you do that.
Well, I have no time thing, so I can't. I actually have no idea.
I have a timer going on at all times.
Okay. We do also.
And yes, we can do it if you want. It is a little early.
If it's a little early, we can wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, we have other things to talk about, don't we?
There's 2 games that we've been playing a lot of.
This is true.
That I've played a lot of.
You've played a lot of.
Yeah, I played a bit of. And
You've played, but there's also the other one, Plague Tale.
Oh yeah, so like, I got Cyberpunk for Christmas. Honestly, so far, it's not that great. I probably just I think I need to just play more of it, but it's so glitchy in its current state that it's kind of impossible.
And like I was saying it a little while ago too. It's like, from what I could tell, its story doesn't grab you early enough.
Honestly, yeah, its story's not super interesting.
Like, in every game that you see, no matter how shitty the studio, there's some sort of big thing that grabs you early. Like, in
No.
that aren't like Pokemon or something like that.
Still no.
Really?
Yes, it's not a common thing.
Oh. Well, if it's like something,
But
I just find that with Dragon
there's
Age,
usually like some
Skyrim-
sort of inciting incident that happens that usually gets your attention early on, though.
But a lot of the time, that has nothing to do with the rest of the story.
Well,
Okay,
no,
so
but it's,
Devin,
I'm
it's something
curious
to
how-
grab your interest.
So Devin, I'm curious, how far are you now?
I've just gotten past the like I've just gotten introduced to the Keanu Reeves bit.
Oh, okay.
So like maybe it gets more interesting, but again the game keeps crashing on me, so
That's interesting. So what are you playing it on?
I'm playing on a PS4 Pro, and like so far like it hasn't I haven't gotten a huge amount of glitches, but the ones I have gotten, it's like,
Just crash the game.
Yeah, it's like, it is crashed multiple times, and I don't think I've ever played a game that has done that, like, on launch. So I'm just like, okay, I might give this a little bit of time, maybe wait for it to get patched a little bit.
Interesting.
But Plague
'Cause-
Tale.
Cause yeah, I've only come across like that one glitch that I told you about a couple weeks back, and like
Oh, yeah.
I think there was
That
another
was
one.
funny.
I think there was another one where it just crashed on me, but since then, I haven't really experienced anything.
Oh, interesting.
You are a lucky
Yeah.
bastard.
You are a lucky bastard.
I am the anomaly.
Hooray!
But so I kind of I've taken some time off of Cyberpunk, and I was like, oh cool, but I need something else. So I got this game called A Plague Tale: Innocence, and it's so good.
And weird and fucking batshit.
Oh, it's fucking batshit. You can like, there's like crazy swarms of rats that are causing plagues and shit.
And because this is not a spoiler, because this is actually in the trailer, and you just never noticed it in the trailer, but you do eventually gain the ability to control rats.
Yeah,
That's actually
Also,
in the
Plague
trailer.
Tale's been out for a while.
Yeah,
so.
it's been out since like 2019.
yeah. You
Yeah,
eventually can
it's
control
okay.
swarms of rats that eat people, and it's great.
Uh,
Yeah.
I have a question, but I remember another game that came out many years ago that let me control swarms of rats.
What game was that?
About a plague? Was it Dishonored?
It might have been Dishonored.
No, I'm being serious.
Okay.
It is Dishonored. You could get to a point where you could have rat swarms follow you around.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did.
Yeah.
This is also very much not like Dishonored.
No.
Well, actually, it's funny because it is actually another stealth-based game set in the medieval times, but it's just
Stealth
not like
game
Dishonored.
with plagues.
But also, the fucking character acting is so
Oh no, the
good.
writing and the character acting is really good.
Like, this is actually the first time I've seen, like, people write child characters correctly.
Yes, they have an actual realistic child there, and it's like,
Because there's, like, a 5-year-old boy, and the 5-year-old boy is actually a 5-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in France, and they actually have French accents. Most of the time.
They're not randomly British for no fucking reason.
Because historical. It's really good. I mean, the art is, like, the lighting engine and everything in it is
No, for an
stupidly
independent
gorgeous.
For an independent game, it is really nice looking.
Like, it is actually a really, really good game.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. And it's funny because it's like, yeah, and I know when I describe it, it does sound a fair amount like Dishonored, but yeah, it's not like Dishonored really. Because Dishonored's a little bit more like steampunk, isn't it? Like medieval steampunk.
It is steampunk, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Although-
this one is straight up just like medieval.
I would
with
actually
a little
like
bit
to
of
state
fantasy.
a little change, though. I would not technically call the Sobo Studio a independent.
Oh, are they not independent?
Not really. Next year they're coming out with Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is weird. They've got a lot of like Disney games though.
That's
which
funny.
is they have a Ratatouille game, which is another
Oh
game.
my god, that's hilarious.
That's amazing.
And
I
like
love
they
it.
have like Zook Tycoon and like Connect Rush.
Yeah, that is not an independent.
No.
Although that
But
is
this
really
is definitely
funny.
their best game.
It's really funny considering that they've gone to this game from all of those, because those games are nothing like a Plague Tale.
No, and they should be coming out with a new one. Kira, weren't you saying they were coming out with a new one in 2 years or something like that? Or somebody was?
Yes, I looked it up and said it. The new one was supposed to be announced last year. Obviously, COVID hit, but it is an estimated release date still of 2022. I think it was Plague Tales. That was the working title.
I'm just really excited for that, though, because, like, it is really good.
You fight rat tornadoes.
Like, you go, like, from, oh, I can't step in, I have to be very careful and bring light with me to avoid the rats, because if they touch me, I die, to, I can only walk in areas where these rats are, because these other rats will kill me now.
Yep.
It's
Yo, that is Dishonored.
Not really, though.
That-
You'd-
that-
we're
you'd
describing
have
it
to
as
see-
loosely as we can.
We're just as loose as we can, because we can't go super in depth to it. But
It came out last year or 2 years ago,
That's true.
technically.
but I also, in case either of you decide to play it, I don't want to spoil it.
That's fair.
You guys should really play it.
Yeah.
To the list.
The list
It
of
goes.
games that should never be played.
I mean, hey, we could do it for games.
Yes, we should actually.
Yeah,
Yes,
you should,
there you
because after
go.
this podcast, Devin, you're getting kidnapped.
Yes.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for what?
You're going to learn how to use that machine, whether you like it
Oh,
or
the
not.
Elgato.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I should probably do that.
That's fair.
Whether
'Cause
you like it or
can't-
not.
You can't be trusted to learn it on your own.
That's very valid.
I'm sure I could learn it on my own.
Yeah, when?
You could,
3 years
could.
from now?
That's the thing. You can. Will you?
That is the sentence we have. You said how long playing with a rubber duck?
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Me and McBride were sitting here.
Now,
And then we got a message
now
about
we've
the
really
duck.
got to talk with the rubber duck because you guys have mentioned it, and there's going to be a lot of confusion.
No, you don't.
Okay.
We don't
Context
have to
is
talk
not
about the
some-
rubber duck.
Context is something we have never enlightened anyone on.
Context is a
You guys don't
construct.
deserve context.
Yep.
Invented
Nobody
by
gets
the Jedi.
context here.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, there's just me playing Hades in the background because it's stupid addicting.
I'm playing Pokemon.
Jeez. I can't,
Oh,
actually, to be fair,
Hades.
I can't play Hades right now just because that requires too much focus, and there's no way in hell I could pretend to pay attention to two things at once when playing Hades.
I just remembered a movie
You're not
we saw
online,
the
though.
other day.
I know.
It was
Well,
fucking
it actually
hilarious.
doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't actually play Hades right now because
Oh.
that requires too much focus.
McBride, you
Yes.
watched a movie.
Yes, we saw a movie. It was like a couple weeks ago, probably, and we're just scrolling through Netflix and just trying to find something to watch. And all of a sudden, we come across this movie. I just googled it now. Apparently, it's from 2017, but it was only released in like the UK and France and all that. It's called The Death of Stalin.
Oh,
Yes!
It's fucking hilarious.
I have files on all of you! I have files on all of you!
Like,
Oh my God.
holy shit! This was the most
It's
amazing thing
so
I've ever
good.
seen.
So you watched it with you and Victoria watched it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like just going back to like how like what like it like the French kid who's actually French and not just a British accent because of reasons, and it just made it so much funnier that they're in Soviet Russia
Shit,
and
and they
everybody
all-
has an English accent.
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah,
Calling
yeah,
each other comrades.
comrade. Hey there, comrade. Like, I swear that movie is so funny, but also so terrifying. 'Cause
Oh,
it-
absolutely.
Oh my god, when his son comes in, they're doing the autopsy, they're scooping out his brain and filling it with American lies.
I know. Fucking sakes.
It also made me realize how funny Jason Isaacs can be.
Oh my
Because
god,
he's always
right?
so evil and everything, but here he's just
Yeah.
like this like Russian Chad that's just going around punching people.
It's like, well, you know, I have to report you now. Yeah, you know, you're court-martialed now, and you should see the look on your face.
It's so good. And
Oh man.
oh man, and we at the beginning when they do that orchestra, and they realize like they
I know.
wanted to record it, so they have to make them do it all again. Oh man.
Oh,
Also, like Steve Buscemi, like
just
God,
fucking
God
brilliant.
bless. Oh, like the entire
He's-
that entire cast, just
Yes, absolutely.
holy shit.
should we explain what the movie is for Kira?
I mean, so
You know
the
what?
title is
You know
somewhat
what? I'm kind
self-explanatory.
of amused just by
Yeah, the
confusion.
title's kind of self-explanatory a little
It's
bit.
literally a movie dealing with the aftermath of Stalin's death, but in a satirical light, more or less.
Yeah.
I will say, just by listening to you two go on, I'm like, this sounds like a propaganda movie done properly.
Well, not really. It's literally
Yeah.
just a comedic take on Soviet, communist Russia.
Here's a fun fact, though. I'm sure you already know this, but Jason Isaacs is also the judge in Castlevania.
Oh shit, he totally is. What the fuck is toilet paper? That's literally, it's a line he has in Castlevania, and I'm like, wow, that is
I love it.
fucking... That season
That
of
is-
Castlevania came out like during like the height of quarantine as well.
They knew.
So it's just
they
like, wow.
knew exactly what they did. But you know what else? I know exactly what I'm doing.
What?
Is I know exactly what things you're gonna say and what's in a line. So Devin, give me a line.
Hey,
There it
hey,
is.
that was an excellent segue. Okay.
Satan in the Castlevania Lords of Shadow game.
Oh,
And Commander Shao. which
thanks,
would be
Satan.
Thanks, Satan.
Thanks, Satan. There we go,
Avocado theme.
Thanks.
Thanks, Satan. Oh God.
This is our entire sense of humor, is just quoting
Just
vines.
quoting memes.
Yep, quoting vines.
It's the only
that's
way
it.
we win on TKO.
That's how we win. Not by finding what we hate, but
Quoting what we love.
quoting what we love.
I still regret not buying that T-shirt.
The fuck t-shirt?
Oh.
No, the carrot for a cock.
I want the fuck boo. That's a terrible
I
sentence.
worked
Nobody's gonna know what we're talking about
I don't
here.
care. No context.
I worked so hard on that boo.
Anyway, so our first title is from the Canada Top 100, and it starts thusly: closed off from love, I didn't need the pain. Once or twice was enough, and it was all in vain. Time starts to pass. Before you know it, you're frozen. Ooh.
Boo.
Was the ooh actually part of the sentence?
Yes. It was the ending of it.
It's like, may I have a year?
2008. It was part of the 2008 list.
Is it Evanescence?
I got
It is not Evanescence.
no. 2008. It's not gonna be Evanescence.
Actually, it might have been, to be fair. Somebody.
No,
needs
I
to
don't think
quote it.
they were on.
And yeah,
I
they
don't
were.
think it would be there. No,
Yeah.
but on the top Canadian 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You underestimate
I
the
don't think-
amount of fans Evanescence still has. Says me, who knows nothing about the Evanescence fandom.
Or Evanescence.
Or Evanescence, really. I just know that they
Well, they
have a
just
song in
released their
Daredevil.
first album in, what, 10 years now?
Yeah.
They were found in 1995, so. And Bring Me to Life was 2003.
Yeah.
It's a lot of years of gaps there.
So
people.
another thing that like it was part of the 2008 list, but it did come out in October 2007.
Yeah, the later years, the later part of the year, the list gets a little funky.
Yeah.
Can we have a chorus line? We've got a little over a minute 30 left.
Oh yeah, you might. But I don't care what they say. I'm in love with you. They try to pull me away, but they don't know the truth.
I know this song. What the fuck?
That's a line
Oh,
I
why do
know.
I know this? Sorry for the
I know,
bang.
as soon
We
as I
all
read
know
through it, I
this
was like,
line.
oh wait, fuck, they'll know this probably.
Can you repeat
But
that?
why?
But I don't care what they say. I'm in love with you. They try to pull me away, but they don't know the truth.
Leona Lewis.
Bleeding Love.
Yes.
Ah!
Yes.
You got it to me first.
Alright.
Yeah, the moment you said Leona Lewis, I'm like, I fucking know this song.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
Brian got
There's
the
like the
artist,
one
you got
song
the
they
song.
only.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm like, I can hear it in my head. I hate
Yep.
it.
Yep. Yep.
Thanks. I hate it.
The moment you said the moment you said the artist, I'm like, it unlocked in my head. It's like,
Touching?
that's like the last key I needed to unlock it.
Right.
Alrighty.
Because it's the only Leona Lewis song I know.
Yep.
Right.
I
The
mean,
only
still-
one.
Apart from that classic song that she sings at the end of Avatar, that was very much trying
Yes,
to
of
be
course.
the My Heart Will Go
There's
On.
music in Avatar?
Yes.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, it's like 90% music.
It's like 90%. It's like all orchestra, but then I distinctly remember that at the very end they tried so hard to make it the next My Heart Will Go On, and it's like the most like
Yeah.
boring generic pop song.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, no, it's
I
I
think it
would
was
rather
called
have the
I See You or
Zootopia theme
something,
song.
or
yeah,
some ridiculous
it's
thing
called
like that.
I See You or something.
Yeah.
There's I'm You. And You Are the Reason. Oh, there is I See You. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So aren't
But no, give me a obscure.
so our next
Obscure
one
me.
is an obscure one. At least the song is obscure. The actual band, not so much. But it begins like so. I've been losing sleep. I've been keeping myself awake. I've been wandering the streets for days and days and days.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
It sounds
May I have a
vaguely
genre?
familiar, but
Genre? Let's see here. No. That's not fucking- well, it was contemporary soul,
Kiki.
alternative indie pop, and it was released in
Oh.
2011.
Kiki has come to state her vote.
Kiki, tell us what the song
Yeah.
was.
And no,
Meowsic.
and no, Kiki, it's not Evanescence.
It's Meowsic.
Oh, hey, that's an asshole right in my face.
That's a cat for you.
Ah.
Stop experimenting with the snow globes. And by experimenting, I meant exploring.
I got.
Do we get chorus soon?
It's not time yet. It's not even been a minute.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, like I said, this song, I literally haven't even heard of this song, but I have heard of the band.
If Devin knows the band,
Okay.
there's a chance.
So
we
you're
should all know
saying
it.
there's a chance.
This is true.
There's a chance I'm gonna eat a cookie. I'm sorry, McBride, but I'm gonna make some crinkle noises.
That's okay. I'll just mute you.
Hello, Kiki. Hello.
Where's the band
May
from?
we have the chorus?
And the chorus.
The chorus?
Chorus first.
There's no salvation for me now. No space among the clouds. And I feel I'm heading down. But that's alright. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright.
Is it alright? So where's the band from?
The band... They're an English indie
Like-
rock band.
We got a leg.
Interesting. Okay.
And they formed...
It's not Area 11.
Nope. They formed in London in 2007.
It's more. Is it the Jonas Brothers?
It isn't.
No,
No,
they're
aren't
Aren't
American.
those guys in...
This English indie rock band. That
Uh,
is... The Jonas
Yeah.
Brothers are
Oh,
definitely
no,
American.
You were thinking of
I
One
wasn't
Direction.
thinking. I was
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, you
I
were thinking
was.
of One Direction.
the other one.
It is not One Direction.
the other boy
newer-
band.
The newer Jonas Brothers.
It's gonna take a while for me to put a One Direction song on here.
Please never do that. Actually,
Okay, the only
Uh.
band I can think of that might be
5 seconds
that
to
is
stop that
Welshly Arms.
Nope.
Lawrence and the Machine. Wait, can you repeat
That's the band.
Okay, can you repeat the title?
Oh.
The first.
The chorus of the first
The
bit.
first.
you don't have time. You have 2 seconds.
I've been losing sleep. I've been keeping myself awake.
And it's
Cosmic
done.
Love?
Close. Lover to Lover
Oh, that's not one I've heard of.
by Florence and the Machine. Yeah, people
Okay.
have. It's the one people haven't heard
Who
of.
who got the band?
I did.
Chris got the band.
What was the band?
Florence and the Machine.
Okay.
It's like it's one of those songs I haven't actually heard by her.
I just know you said someone said something, and then that I heard that was the band. I'm like, what was the band?
I have to listen to that one because it's not one I've heard of.
I've been really bad at keeping up my spreadsheet, and I just have the scores up lately.
That's fair. Whenever I post these videos, I usually post the band and the song. So
I need to go through it and fix it.
yeah.
Kiki has decided
All
she's no
right.
longer interested in movie quotes.
Yes,
She's
so
ducking out
speaking
early.
Speaking of movie quotes, I'll be kind of surprised if nobody gets this.
Ah.
The quote is, "See, I'm a man of simple tastes. I like things such as gunpowder, dynamite, and gasoline."
Fuck.
That's describes so many people. Me.
Yeah.
Deadpool?
It is not Deadpool.
No.
I'm just like, who is something weird that would say something like that?
It is a comic book movie, though.
Magnificent Seven.
Nope.
Is this the first Iron Man?
Nope, but it did come out the same year.
Hulk?
No.
Not the same year. That is a.
Oh, it's the Dark Knight.
Yep.
Oh.
And it's the Joker.
Yep.
I would be surprised. I have never seen that.
It's been a long while since I've seen it, and it's dumb because I
I
wanted
was
to
like,
watch that
I
movie
know-
last week.
I don't care about DC.
Oh
I don't
no,
think
the
I've seen
Batman,
Dark Knight.
the Christian Bale Batman trilogy is actually worth it.
Honestly, yeah.
I
it's-
don't.
Yeah.
I still don't
Yeah.
care about Batman.
Mainly, you don't. Nobody gives a
Yeah, nobody
shit
cares
about
about
Nobody cares
Batman.
about Batman.
You watch Batman for the villains.
I
Yes.
don't care about those guys really either.
Babe, we did. I
That's-
will say we did just watch 3 seasons of the animated Harley
Yeah,
Quinn
that's the
show,
only
which
good
is precisely all about the Batman villains.
Yes, but that's the only good DC thing.
Yes, exactly. I rest my case
You don't-
because it's about the Batman villains.
No, because they actually got funny characters. Like they actually changed the way the characters are to make them more funny and entertaining.
They didn't
No,
actually change
Batman?
them that much. I mean, like
Batman-
actually, they. No, that's actually like somewhat similar. to
King
what-
Shark,
Okay, King Shark is completely different.
Bang.
Bane, I love their Bane. But the thing is, the Bane is
Kite
also
Man.
Kite Man. I love Kite
They've
Man.
changed a lot of
See,
characters to make them more entertaining.
Now, see, Chris, here's the problem. You're thinking of if you go back, watch the old Batman's cartoon.
Yeah.
The villains actually are like that.
Yes.
See, I prefer that
It's
because
just-
then it's not grim, dark, gross, awful, annoying.
It ignores the Zack Snyder boring, nihilistic, dark, gritty, and
No,
depressing.
that's not Batman.
No, that's not Batman.
That's not Batman. Well, depressing is a little bit Batman.
Batman is straight up. Batman is noir and it is dark, but it is not depressing.
He's just that angsty
Super
rogue that
depressing.
everybody wants to play.
I mean, this is true. Batman is like the ultimate
Yeah.
rogue.
Rogue paladin.
He really is. He has no powers whatsoever
Yeah.
except punch good.
He's a rogue and vengeance
Punch
paladin
good.
multi-cross.
He is basically just angsty Iron Man with a persona.
Yeah. Actually.
That's
You're not wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not wrong.
that's fun.
Why are
actually
you
funny.
voting
I
me?
remember
Why are you
finding
booing
a
me?
GIF.
I'm right.
I remember finding a GIF of it's Batman and Iron Man just throwing piles of money at each other.
Yeah, and it's Spider-Man just picking it
And
up.
Spider-Man at the bottom just trying to collect as much as he can.
I can finally afford more moon rocks.
Right?
It's also really funny when you look at the extended Batman universe. He's like, so much of the time he's portrayed as like this dark, emotionally unavailable asshole.
And
but,
all of his children in the
But yet,
background.
he literally, out of all the DC characters, he has the largest extended family.
He just picks off children off the street
Yep.
and he takes them in.
It's like, oh,
Yep.
this is.
I'm pretty sure.
Is anybody gonna take this? This is mine now.
Yep, my child now.
Yeah. Well, he even like some of his villains he has taken in. I'm pretty sure we've talked about the Royal Flush Gang before.
No.
Nope, we have not.
The Royal Flush Gang was the card gang in Batman. And all the different cards, they had a jack, they had a queen, a king, and ace. Ace was a little girl that had the power to warp all of reality and was dying. I think she was like 11.
I remember this because that was the Justice League episode.
They were normal Batman villains though. And he stayed with her while she died.
Wasn't there also that girl that looked like a baby doll but was actually like an adult woman or something like that?
Yes.
Yep.
That was that was a strange one.
Yeah, Batman, you gotta remember, Batman also has Condiment
He has
Guy.
Condiment Man.
That is,
I
Sorry,
don't
man.
forget about Condiment Man because they
that
fought
is a
with-
real villain.
Yeah, Condiment Man and Kite Man fought over a wedding venue. I don't forget about
Yeah,
those two.
and there's also Polka Dot Man, who's going to be in the new Suicide Squad movie.
Oh god.
And I can almost guarantee he's going to be one of the ones to die first.
Because what do you do with that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, hey, anything's better than the first Suicide Squad, where they're like, "Ooh, cool, we have an actual Native American character." Oh,
No,
wait,
he's dead.
he's dead. He's the first one to die, and he has like 5
Bye.
lines. Fuck that movie.
As soon as I saw that, I'm like, lives, dead.
Wait.
And I was pretty much
Yep.
right.
Is he the only dead one?
No.
No,
The
there's
Latino
a-
one also dies.
Ah, well.
Yeah.
He at the end he explodes, I think. And
And the Australian one.
no, the Australian one lives.
I thought he died.
No, he lived because I think he's in the second one.
I thought
So
he died.
the only ones that die are people of minorities.
People of minorities,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
a great
Yep.
look.
Yeah.
right? Right?
Suicide Squad.
Listen, I know you don't expect much
Well-
from a movie about insane murderers, but come on.
Although it's really funny because I remember there was an interview with James Gunn, who's doing the new Suicide Squad, where it's like, yeah, DC gave me full reins to kill anybody I liked. I'm like, yeah, because you're totally gonna just fucking kill off Harley Quinn. I'm sure. I'm sure you're gonna just do that.
I mean, they could,
They could, but
They're not going to.
But they're not going to.
especially not
No,
after the
especially
success of
af-
Birds of Prey.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Because Birds of Prey was
That was
fucking
good.
dope.
Especially they left it off like it was going to have a sequel.
Yeah, and it better.
Hey, Birds of Prey was good.
Yeah, Birds of Prey was very
Yeah.
good.
The roller skating scene at the end. The chase roller skating scene.
Yeah.
That was straight up like
Yes.
that had.
That was.
I don't think I've ever seen a superhero movie that had so much Kira energy.
Honestly.
That movie had Kira energy to it.
I used to have roller skates too. Specifically skates, not blades. Oh. Yeah, that movie was amazing. And I went to go see that with my brother.
That was, I think, one of the last movies I saw in theaters.
I think so, yeah.
It was the last one I went and saw too.
Well, actually, oh wait, no, I saw that, and I also saw it right before we shut down. I saw Parasite.
Right, because I had no interest in going to that one.
I do know before we went to go see Harley Quinn because it was a later showing. So I went home for a few hours. And I don't normally do my hair beyond a bun or a ponytail. Vince stopped me, put it in pigtails.
No.
Like the big fluffy ones they have in Harley Quinn. And he made sure that the ties were blue and pink.
That's
on separate sides. I'm like, I love this, but we have to go out in public to the movie theater. I'm gonna rock this look.
Should have gone in with skates and everything.
I don't have rollerblades that fit me. Roller skates that fit me anymore.
Oh.
I also was very bad at them. I don't have balance.
Same. I always wanted to learn how to roller skate. Or skate in general.
My Oma bought them for me because I can't... They tried for years to teach me how to ride a bike with them, and I could not learn.
What? Ride a bike with roller skates on?
No. Like, they bought me roller skates because I couldn't figure out how to ride a bike.
Fair.
Yeah.
They wanted me to go outside with them on wheels.
The only thing I could ever figure like, I used to be able to ride a bike. I don't know if I could anymore because every time I try, I wind up falling. But scooters were always fun until they whacked you in the ankle and then you became Achilles.
No! I learned how to skate. I know how to vaguely skateboard.
I
say as I look around, there are 4 skateboards in this room.
I could never figure out how to go or turn or stop.
Stopping, I've never mastered fully.
The only way I could stop is by jumping off and
and
hoping not to die.
Yeah. I ended up in a lot of ditches.
I'm always afraid
speaking of ditches, let's ditch this podcast.
Oh jeez.
Nice.
Wow. That was the segue and a half.
So I hope you all did have a happy new year. Let's hope 2021 is
I'm not hoping for anything from 2021 except not as terrible.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not half as bad.
No, I'm not even voting for half. I'm just hoping for not as terrible. Like, just half a step above. Just
please.
Go in, sit down, don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything. That was my favorite thing I saw at the end of the year and going into this one.
Yeah.
So, to start the year off right. Start the year off good. Don't forget. Let's lick those buttons and let's have some good flavors. Any suggestions?
Strawberry.
I have cream cheese.
I think I've done strawberry. I need a spreadsheet of all the things I've done.
Yeah.
You can always just give us a list.
You need a lot of spreadsheets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you have things you want to lick, put them in the comments that are food items.
And also let us know what we've already done.
No, I've got to fix the spreadsheet of songs as well, so I will have to go through that.
Ew.
Devin, for you.
I guess
Peaches and eggplants.
I was gonna say, like, are we gonna do peach for the other one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we are.
You know it's not the Barnabas episode yet, right?
Oh, I have something already for the Barnabas episode. Don't you
like
worry.
that.
You're a little hot about that.
I am very concerned.
You should always be concerned. So don't forget to lick those buttons just to start the new year off right a little bit
Lick that eggplant.
dirty. Don't forget to lick that like button, which is an eggplant, and also lick our subscribe button. Make it a nice tasty peach. And with that,
Juicy.
I want to wish you all adieu.
I'm gonna die.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.